welcome back to another vlog, another few days in my life. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jill. I'm 24, I currently live in South Florida. I work full-time in hospitality and I'm trying to pay off debt, trying to save some money, trying to think of all the things we share here. Lifestyle, so books, thrifting, money, food, workouts when I do them, just take you through the process and days of my life. Right now, really focus on debt payoff. I say that in every video because it affects everything I'm doing. Like in this video, we're having a low spend weekend where we try not to spend at all if possible. Cooking at home, not spending money on activities this weekend like we normally do on the weekend, just having a very low spend, no spend week. I just had a no spend week. I did very good except for two things. Two things as in two Ubers. I never Uber. You're probably like, why are you Ubering? My car's battery died. It happened on Saturday night. I was getting in the car to go to work and my car wouldn't start. So I had to call the tow truck. The gentleman came, put the clamps on my car, and he was like, it's the battery. I was getting like notifications on the, like, you know, the screen saying electronic control system error and then engine overheating message. So I was like, oh God. We had to sit with my car for a while just like to make sure it was like fine. He put it on the tow truck. He had to drive it over to the tow truck because where it was parked, he couldn't get with his tow truck. Drove it over to the tow truck. He put it on the tow truck and then brought it to the dealership. That was Saturday night. The service department ended up closing, so they weren't able to work on it. Saturday night, you know, it happens. Just bad timing. And then Sunday, they were closed. So then this Monday morning, I was getting like messages from the dealership, like before I even woke up. They said they're starting to work on it now. That was about 30 minutes ago, so it's gonna be a while still. So we're currently carless. Hopefully it gets done today. I don't know what they're working on, and that is scary because all I see is dollar signs. Like a brand new car. I never have issues on the car. That's the whole point of having the car. So we don't have issues on them. So we'll see what happens. The car is leased though, so we'll see. Tow truck gentleman did say that batteries like in newer cars tend to go quicker though. I've had 3 Jeeps and this is the first one I've had anything like this happen to. So we shall see. And yeah, that's the morning. I don't really know what we're gonna get up to today. I wanna do my weekly clean. I think at some point we wanna go to the beach. Maybe we'll go tomorrow. Not sure yet, still kinda iffy. My weekends are for relaxing if you're new here. I'm in a bit of a melatonin daze still, I'm not gonna lie. We did take some melatonin last night to get some like good sleep. We slept, but I definitely can like feel it and I hate that feeling when it's like lingering, you know? Anyway, my weekends are for resting. So what we get up to, I don't know. Actually, my weekends are for whatever I want them to be for. I kind of just go with the flow on the weekend, which I never do during the week. During the week, I have my schedule, I have my set routine, I have things I have to get done, steps I need to walk, videos I have to edit, work I need to clock into. Like I have a set schedule mostly for the most part. So those days don't change much, but on the weekends, I let myself kind of like do whatever. So welcome to it. Definitely subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing today and try to wake up with my coffee. Car is back. It was all free, yes. My car had, apparently, in case any of you are wondering, Jeep Compass's batteries aren't the greatest. It's just weird because my first car, I never had issues with it, my first Jeep Compass, but this one, both the large and the small battery, apparently there's 2, both got tested and failed, and that's why my car wasn't working. So yeah, we just picked up my car now. It was free because it was under warranty for 1 battery change, thankfully. So now we're headed to, where are we going? To Trader Joe's and Target. Not spending much. We're only getting just a smidge, a little bit of things. And keep you updated after that.
Mm-hmm. You want like always on this.
Yeah, like
the other time?
Maybe we should have gotten a car. We are home from the dealership, from the store. Shall I do a baby haul? Like I said, low spend weekend. I didn't actually plan on going to Trader Joe's, but Tyron wanted to grab a few things, so we grabbed like some basic things while we were there, and Target. I have the Target stuff here, so I'll just show you. We spent $50-ish, $57 I think at Trader Joe's and about $50 at Target for bacon. We actually didn't do a full grocery shop or anything this week on purpose because, as I said, low spend to no spend week again. We didn't spend anything last week except for the Ubers, and I don't plan to this week either. We did get some eggs because it's just what we like to eat during the day. We had some oatmeal this morning, but grabbed some eggs for the week. Literally, this is all we got from Target. This is it. That's these like 5 things. I did get a shower liner. Ours started getting really gross. So, new shower liner and razors for Tyron. $20 for these alone. So, actually, last bag from Target. My coffee stuff. Okay. Can't give up everything on this low spend. $3.99. My coffee. And some Fairlife milk. So, that is everything from Target. I think it's been about 2 weeks since I've been to a grocery store, so we're doing pretty good on just like low spend, no spend weeks, which is the goal. My debt payoff. I'm really trying to get like really stingy, so I have really not been spending on anything that I don't really like want or need. Okay. Sourdough. We've never had these before, but Tyron saw these and he's like, I need those right now. British style crumpets. 4 tomatoes, pseudo for Tyron, sliced uncured pepperoni for me. I'm opening this right now. I love pepperoni. I just want to try this. I'm gonna end up putting it in a container once I open it. Yum. We did get some chicken breast for tonight. We're gonna make something. I don't know what we're making. Not me just holding pepperoni while I do this haul. I'm so sorry. Barbecue chicken pizza. I'm very excited for this. One more lazy thing, chicken samosas, because we love them and it's been a while since we've had them. Aaron wanted some sugar for when he makes different things, so we got some of this. Aaron can cook. I cannot cook the way he cooks, so I would never have purchased that for cooking. Green apples for juices. We've been out of onions for weeks and just haven't picked any up, so we got some onions. And then the rest of this is Tyron stuff. Mango chutney, 3 little packs of anchovies. Last thing he got is coconut water. So that is everything. Low spend to no spend. Just a couple things for the week. I'm gonna put this away, and now that I have the house to myself, because Tyron just went to the gym, I think I'm gonna get on the couch and I'm gonna watch some Sex and the City with my Diet Coke.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
Better or worse.
Okay, my cleaning has been done. I'm sweating. It is so hot in Florida, guys. As a New England girl, okay, I'm still not used to this Florida summer heat. And I've been to Florida summer one time in July. It was years ago. It was a Disney trip, and it is 86 degrees today. This whole week is going to be close to 90 degrees, if not 90. So I'm entering the summer here, and I'm trying to learn ways to stay cool. I think I need to ditch the jeans and wear tiny shorts. We don't put the AC on during the day. We only put it on at night when we sleep. It ain't cheap, okay? And your natural instinct is to go put the air conditioning on in the summer. Prices go up, and you guys know on the step half journey we're not doing that. So I am making my to-do list for the week with my weekly planner. I've been doing this now about 3 weeks. I want to say about 3 weeks I've been like planning consistently, and just it's working to an extent. It's working for the fact that I can keep track of everything. What it's not working for is my laziness in general, and just like what I do in my day-to-day. I am going to make my to-do list for the week. My new thing is writing a top 3. If I can get like these 3 specific things done in the week, then I am golden. Anything else is just like, it's what it is, you know. DMV stuff. I have more car things I need to figure out that I just haven't done yet, so I need to do that. Okay, I have time to figure out my passport stuff. You guys know that's a monthly goal of mine. I think I'm gonna do that next week. I wanna post 3 vlogs this week. I did decide, I think I spoke about this in a payday video, but if you didn't watch that, my workouts have been really all over the place because really I'm a yoga Pilates girl, like hot sculpt vibe. I decided I'm not going to like bring anything new into the life until the debt is paid off. So I'm going to really just try to like no spend, all that. So I'm gonna make sure I just get my steps in per day. I'm gonna shoot for 15,000, but if not possible, definitely 10,000 a day, just to like really step it up for the workouts. That's like walking, like if I hit 15,000 steps, that's about 7 miles, I think, of walking. So that's a decent amount. 7 miles a day, like per week. So 7 times 7 is what? 49, right? If I do that. We're having another no spend week. That's on my list. And now I'm gonna spend the next like probably 30 minutes planning the rest of the week other than that. So I'm just gonna get to it, because if I talk while I'm doing it, I'll probably get a little distracted. And my floor is drying right now, so I can't really do anything else. I'm just letting the floor dry. I'm gonna get some more steps. I'm gonna get some steps in tonight. Just realized it's Monday and I didn't post a video today. I didn't even realize it was Monday. Like, I knew it was Monday, but it wasn't processing. It's upload day. So I'm gonna try to finish a vlog tonight too to post for tomorrow. So, tolls. And I just got all these sent to me because they sent to a different address. So I've had them. Some of them I've had for a little bit, but this is all tolls. Yeah, so if you ever want to move across the country, I wish there was like an app that I could have for like all tolls. Does that exist, guys? Let me know. Like for all my tolls. Okay, it's been a minute since we've spoken, and guys, I'm officially on my Sex and the City ban. I have 3 episodes left, and I am gonna watch them when evening to myself, a glass of wine, and time to process whatever ending is about to come my way. I already know, like, somewhat what's gonna happen. By the time you see this video, I should have finished it already. I'll have to, like, film my reaction or something. Once season 3 hit, I flew through. I literally haven't just not been able to put my phone down. I watch it any free time I have. And I've been really off my reading game because of it. Once I'm hooked on a show, like, I can't stop. So that's why I don't watch shows too often. It's the same thing with books. Like, I don't know if it's like obsessive. I don't remember the last time we spoke, but Tyron and I made dinner, telling him about this sandwich that I really wanted while we were at Trader Joe's, and he made like a modified version of it from what we already had in the house. It was like this chicken bacon pesto, but it was like a pesto. He put like other seasonings in, so I don't know if it counted as a pesto, but it was so good. We made it on toasted sourdough. So we did that. I walked 5 miles on the walking pad. I hit my 15,000 steps, and I'm about to get in bed. My feet hurt. I was barefoot on the walking pad, so I was on there for an hour and 20, 30-ish minutes. I got a vlog done. I did not get to upload it tonight, so I'm going to post it first thing tomorrow. But I'm going to get in bed and we are going to read, and that is the night. We are starting Powerless tonight, guys. This book is thick, so I am a little nervous. I've heard mixed reviews on these books, so I'm very curious to see how they are. I'm sure it's going to be good. I love a fantasy book, and I've been off my fantasy for months, so getting back on it now. I'm reading this specifically because my friend and we were either going to read this or Zodiac Academy, and we weren't fully prepared to commit to Zodiac Academy yet, so we're going to read this and then probably Zodiac Academy after that, because that's like 13 books or something crazy like that. Fantasy TBR that I've been wanting to read for so long is Lightlark. I think there's one more book. Oh, also, I'm not sure if I said this. Why we picked this book is because we wanted a finished series, because my friend was like, I can't like read another incomplete series, because we just read Releasing 10 from Binding 13 series, or the Boys of Toman series. I think that's what it's actually called. And that series isn't finished yet, and neither is the Empyrean series, Fourth Wing, neither is Akatar, neither is Crescent City. So we have a lot of unfinished series we're currently reading, but I really want to read the other series, Lightlark. I really would like to read that. Serpent in the Wings of Night, I think it's called. I really would like to read that as well. That's been on my list for so long. This has been on my list, but it hasn't been like #1 on my list, but I'm still really curious. There's others. If you have any other fantasy series I should read, leave them down below. I'm working through all the popular ones, and then those are bringing me to ones that I'm just now learning about. Cheers. We got to-dos to get done today. Lots of passport stuff. It was raining earlier, so don't know if we'll make it to the beach at all today, but passport stuff is a priority, so we do have to get that done. A weekend of to-dos, a productive weekend. Guys, I'm getting my passport pictures today. Tyron needs passport pictures, and he needs to get his done today, and I was like, well, I may as well do mine too. I was gonna do my passport stuff next week, because my goal is to get my passport done, like, this month if I can. Bringing out this bad boy. It's been a while. Hopefully she still works. Hasn't been that long. I just haven't done my hair, like, at all since moving to Florida. I'm getting my passport pictures done today. Well, Tyler needs to get his done because he has to mail his passport out and get a new passport, and so do I. You can't apply online if you're under the age of 25, which is so frustrating because I am obviously not 25 yet. We have yet to celebrate that birthday, okay? So I have to send mine out. And I hate the thought of sending my passport, like my current passport, out with my passport because I'm just like, oh my god, like, what if something happens to my passport, you know? And then I don't have a passport at all. And that's really scary. So I think that's part of why I've been putting it off, because my passport's not expired. And I have a good amount of pages left, but my passport photo is blurry. It's blurry. Thankfully, when we went to South Africa the last time, they didn't really, like, stress about it when I went through. But when I traveled before, I had multiple countries at, like, the border. And they were like, why is your picture blurry? And I'm like, fuck if I know. I don't know. I didn't know it was blurry when I sent it out. Because this, like, sweet lady did it at the post office. And then it got sent out. And I didn't know it was blurry until it was gone. Because it was on, like, really old camera. I remember this so well. But it got approved because it has to, you know. If it wasn't approved, it gets sent back. So 4 years left on my passport. And, like, probably about, like, 6 pages left. So at some point, I was going to need it to get renewed anyway. My passport has all my old stamps, my old visas from, like, when we went to Vietnam and Bali. And I don't know, just some, like, great memories there. And I don't want it to get, like, sent away. But it is valid. So I'd have 2 valid passports, and I don't think that's allowed. So I have to send it out regardless, and I have to just, like, accept that. But I'm really sad about it. So I'm getting a pimple right here. Oh my god. It's like my past is coming back to haunt me. When I was growing up, I had this, like, constant recurring pimple on my chin that wouldn't go away. Oh, I remember that because it wouldn't go away for, like, forever. I was, like, traumatized by it. And I don't think pimple patches existed back then. I'm not sure how to do my makeup so it, like, really stands out. I don't know, I just don't do my makeup well at all, but it is gonna be what it's gonna be. So that's my plan for today. Not much, like, fun weekend activities this weekend. There's a lot of just to-dos that have been needing to get done, but I know we're gonna feel so much better once they are done. Just gonna spend the days doing that. Here's your sign. Don't avoid your to-dos because later on, they're just gonna pile up, just like my tolls did. And then you're just gonna have a bunch of shit you have to do and take care of all in one go. And it's not gonna feel good because no one wants to deal with a bunch of shit all at once. You know what I mean? Okay, now I just feel like I'm talking. Okay, heading out now for these pictures. I would like this to be our first stop because I don't want to get sweaty and then the makeup wears off and then the pictures end up being actually, like, really not the greatest. So I curled my hair. I feel like the lighting currently is making me look very washed out, but I do have a white shirt on. I tried to do this last year and I wore a black t-shirt and I just, like, didn't like the way the pictures turned out. They just turned out really not good. I feel very ugly. So I'm getting new ones. And some perfume. This is the Victoria's Secret Bombshell Seduction. Wish me luck. These better turn out good.
Well, that was a bust.
Our photo thingy wasn't working. So, on to the next Walgreens. Okay, round 2. Here we go. Be good to us, please. My face is just not proportioned. That's why. See?
No, that's perfect.
Damn, I look so mad. Do you think the earrings are okay? Passport photo secured. You think I look like Anne Hathaway? The cashier said I looked like Anne Hathaway. Best compliment I've gotten all day. So many hours later, it is now 5 o'clock. I am home. My hair was curled. It is a disaster now. I'm in sweatpants. I'm done for the day, okay? It was so busy today. We were all over town. Where are my popcorn? Okay, got a stool. I'm looking for my popcorn kernels. I never make popcorn like at home in a pot, but I want some and I'm craving, so I'm gonna try to find some. I found them. I'm gonna make some popcorn. Guys, Tyron's at the gym. It's my time. It's our time. I'm finishing Sex and the City. I have 4 episodes left. I decided that's what I'm gonna spend my time doing. That just feels right. I want a lot. Is anything gonna happen? I'm gonna melt some butter right now. An inexpensive way to enjoy a movie night. The only thing I'm missing is chocolate. I love a sweet, salty vibe, but I don't have any, so that should be enough. I'm gonna add like a little salt. Okay, butter's done, and the popcorn started popping. Look at that, guys. I think I need to take some out, actually. I got a little too excited, and I burned the bottom, but I made great popcorn to start. Look how much this is. This is insane. This is insane. I didn't realize how many kernels this popcorn made. We have salted butter, melted, but feel like this isn't enough. So that's unfortunate. And for the end of Sex and the City. And I'm so oh, that's really good. I feel like I need more salt. I am going to have some red wine. I feel like it is the, well, I feel like I should have a Cosmo or a martini, but I don't have the ingredients for either. I'm not the biggest fan of either, so this is the best I'm gonna get with the Sex and the City vibes this evening. This feels necessary, guys. I can't believe I'm finishing Sex and the City. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm not gonna spoil just yet. I will leave like a spoiler part in the vlog, but I'll let you know ahead of time. I'm really so sad. I can't believe it's over. I have my bucket of popcorn and my wine. Cheers! I did not expect some. Never mind, I can't spoil.
Maybe you should just shave it all off.
Yeah, you could be one of those fantastic.
As long as it takes for you to move back.
But it's just a simply right away.
And years of fucking everything that walks.
I thought you.
Carrie. Carrie. Are you moving to Paris?
My jaw's on the floor. I'm at the episode right before the season finale where someone, if you know, you know, came to, this isn't spoiling much, came to her apartment, like showed up and was like, Carrie, get in the car. She starts talking to them and being very, forget you know me, no! Like, I get it, though. I get her fucking anger. I get her anger. She is fully valid for being so upset. Who wouldn't be? But, whoa. Oh my god, Tyron's gonna come home in the middle of the season finale. He has no idea what even happened this whole time. He's gonna know what the ending's gonna be like. I'm about to start the finale now. Tyron just tells me, I've already watched this stuff many, many moons ago. Are you saying you've seen this ending? You know what happens?
I mean, you've been looking at this stuff now, remember, like...
You remember what happened? So you watched Sex and the City before?
My mom used to watch this.
Your
when I
mom?
was younger.
I know what's gonna happen. I know because I've like seen bits and pieces too, but I just need to see it from start to finish. I can't believe it. Are you gonna watch the finale with me? It's time. I'm so terrified.
Those that are old and familiar.
Climbing into bed I am going to read. I only read a few pages of this book last night, so I'm going to try to get a little more into it this evening. This weekend flew by, but it also feels like it went kind of slow too. I almost forgot what I did yesterday, and I forgot yesterday we had the whole car situation, and then today we were running around with the passport stuff. Today and yesterday, Tyron felt so long. Thought about it yesterday until I started thinking about it in the bathroom when I was brushing my hair, and I was like, what did I do yesterday? And then I remembered. I don't even know if I filmed that much, but hopefully, fingers crossed. In between all of the day's activities, I did get a lot of steps in. I walked, what did my watch say? My watch says I walked, no, I think it said almost 8 miles. I don't know, I think it said almost 8 miles. It's off my wrist now, so I can't see it. And then step-wise, 19,000. Look at that, 19,000 steps, 548. I walked like 8 or 9 miles today. In between all the day's activities, I was on and off the walking pad. I was editing. I walked like 5 miles before we ran back out, and then I walked some more to finish editing a vlog. And my new goal is 15,000 steps, so I got 15,176 yesterday and 19,548 steps today. A little crazy. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. I don't know what it's gonna look like having to work while I do that, so a little crazy. Like I said, I am going to read my book now. I was only a few pages in and I barely remembered any of it because I was so tired last night going to bed. We're going to bed at a decent time. It's almost 10:30, so I'm gonna have an earlier morning. I'm gonna start the week off strong. Hopefully film a week in my life. We'll see. I've been struggling to do those because I've just been like in the house most of the days when I work, so I feel like I don't do much during the week currently. We shall see. What else was I gonna say? Okay, last thing before the spoiler version of my Sex and the City review. Non-spoiler version. I do feel the ending was a little rushed. Okay, wait, let me back it up. Sex and the City, 4 women in their 30s going through life together, going through different relationships and life changes and different things living in New York. That's like the base of the show. And Carrie, the main character, you find out immediately she writes this column for a newspaper called Sex and the City. Non-spoiler review of the ending, I do feel like it was a little rushed. I am happy with the ending, but I do feel it was a little rushed and therefore left me a little frustrated. I wish there was more of a walkthrough of like what happened to all the girlies at the end. I feel like we didn't get enough of that. So that's my non-spoiler review. Skip to this time for the last bit of the outro of the vlog. Okay, spoiler review. The ending made me so annoyed because I feel like her going to Paris felt like a waste of fucking time. However, if they were gonna do that, I think it should have happened where Mr. Big did his big gesture, his big grand gesture, which was a little slacking in the grand gesture department, but I guess that's like kind of how they were as a couple. They just like stumbled into each other, and that's what happened with Paris, and then everything looped back to Paris because of all the Paris stuff from the past, which loved that part of it. I think before just like jumping back into it as like the ending, I feel like they should have done like one like final like breakfast or dinner or something of the girls where like she tells them about it just like they did every other thing that happened to them, because it was just kind of like what they did. It was like their thing in the show. And I wish there was, like I said in the non-spoiler review, I wish there was more of a walkthrough of each character's like ending. Like I feel like with Miranda for the last season they did really good, like with her wedding, and Steve's mom was like a really random side plot. I wish they showed more of, oh my god, what was Carrie's friend's name? Blanchard? I remember his boyfriend's name. His boyfriend's name was Marcus, but what was his name? I'm gonna see it and get so annoyed. Stanford Blatch. Okay, I knew it was something like that. I wish I did like an ending with him. Same thing with Charlotte's like side friend. I forget his name too. I feel like Charlotte and Harry's story was really good because it like wrapped up at the end of season 5 into 6. So that was pretty good. I wish the baby, they did like a walkthrough of like being like, and now they have their baby, like, you know, like a little montage at the end. And then Sam's situation, we didn't really see what happened after, you know what I mean? And then same thing with her strange relationship with Jared Smith Jared, whatever she named him. Wasn't a fan of him. Didn't really love their relationship. I thought it was weird and it kind of died off and they kind of slacked on it. And then the last thing I have to say, the ending, I mentioned earlier the grand gesture. Love that part. I think they should have had like a breakfast or something and then like a montage of everything. And at the end, loved the ending of it just being like Carrie and then just like it was in the beginning. But I did love how on the phone it came up with Mr. Big's real name. It was like finding out who Gossip Girl was. Like, I didn't expect it. I thought we were still calling him Mr. Big. But it makes sense because I just realized at the end of it, he's the only one that she never mentioned by name. It was always just Mr. Big. So I should have known that. But I kind of like, you know when you like are seeing so many details, you kind of forget about like side details. So love that. Love the show. My new comfort show. 10 out of 10. I will have to watch the movies because I've heard they're good. I just hope it doesn't ruin the show for me. Because I've seen like a wedding scene that didn't go well. And I know who it is. So, but with the show, love the ending. Anyway, so that is it. That is my reviews on the show. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching from start to finish. And I'm glad I know what it's about now and that I've seen it and I can like reference it and talk about it because I like it. So with that, we are going to bed. I'm going to do a little reading, and it was a nice weekend, a lot of to-dos. It was a productive weekend, and now I'm back to work this week. So well, I have a great week. Hope I get some things done that I want to get done and the work week goes well, and same to you all. So hope you have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in the next vlog. Bye.